From a couple that suffers some intense insomnia to a yakuza turned husband, here are my picks for the top 10 wholesome romance anime to watch. Let's go. Number 10, Saint Celia and Pastor Lawrence.
Tell me, what would make it less painful when you see them next?
Well, if we went back to how we used to be, friends.
Wait, do you think you could use your powers and make time go backwards or something?
What's more wholesome than a love that came straight out of church? Saint Celia and Pastor Lawrence is one of those shows that you probably never heard of. Well, even the setting is a bit low-key because it all starts in a small village. Pastor Lawrence guides people to Saint Celia, who gives them advice whenever they need it. Sometimes we all need a Saint Celia in our lives.
Oh, I'm fine. No complaints from me. Look who paid us a visit! A kitty cat!
This anime will make you feel warm and relaxed. It's also somewhat of a slow burn romance, especially since both of them start out only as friends. If you're a degenerate, this isn't for you. This show's as holy as it gets. No fan service, no perverts, and there's even no holding of hands. Watch this and be blessed, my fellow weeb. Number 9, Sweetness and Lightning.
すっごく美味しいご飯です。
お父さん、お鍋ご飯だって。
いや。
すごーく美味しいご飯だって。
どうぞ、おかけください。はい。
Okay, Lolly fans, if you thought the main heroine was the small girl, you really need to turn yourself into the FBI. It follows her boy Kohai, who, after his wife dies, has to take care of his daughter as a single dad. Eventually, he meets Kotori, who is one of his students, and the three of them just cook and eat together. It's just a story of a really loving dad trying to take care of his daughter as best as he can.
父さん、頑張るから。一緒に食べような。いいの？ああ。
Now, you might be asking, where's the romance? Well, no, he doesn't fall in love with his students. This is a different kind of romance where the show focuses on gentle family love. Even though there are some hints that Kotori likes Kohai, it doesn't go that far, and all she does is help the father and daughter go through the challenges they encounter. Number 8, Tamako Love Story.
お邪魔します。
たまこ！北白川さん！
迎えに来たよ。なんか私の方が早く終わったみたいだから。
So, disclaimer, Tamako Love Story is a movie of a popular anime known as Tamako Market. The only difference between the two is that Tamako Love Story focuses on the romance between our two main characters, Tamako and Mochizo. It's set in their last year of school, and because Mochizo was about to go to college, he basically mustered up the courage to confess to Tamako. This is basically a wholesome and simpler Kaguya-sama Love is War.
餅でもねえわけではないか。餅といえば餅。
餅蔵？
そう、餅蔵の俺の話。
Tamako Love Story shows us just how innocent and sometimes even thrilling childhood love can be. It's not all rainbows and sunshine because the two of them also encounter one big problem, which I won't spoil, but the ending is so sweet that you might as well have been reading a Disney fairy tale. Let's just say that you don't need to watch the series, you can just watch the movie by itself. Number 7, Insomniacs After School.
中身はさ、長くて退屈な夜、どう過ごしてる？
時間潰すだけならスマホ見てるけど、液晶の光が睡眠の妨げになるって聞いてやめた。
But what do you do when you can't just sleep? Normal people would just stare at the ceiling, but these guys take it to a level we weebs can only imagine. Our boy, Ganta, goes to their school observatory and meets another insomniac called Magari. Eventually, the two become close enough that they share secrets, comfort each other, and life for them just becomes a whole lot easier.
しかし、いい場所見つけたよな。
昼休みとか部活前にここに来て、こっそり寝てる。私だけの秘密の場所。
Okay, don't try finding a place to go when you can't sleep because you might just meet someone from Junji Ito's manga. The series' strong part is definitely its story, and that does mean that the animation isn't good because the night sky in this anime is sometimes on par with Makoto Shinkai movies. It's enjoyable, and it'll leave an impact on you. Number 6, I can't understand what my husband's saying.
怖くない。怖くないよ。怖くないよ。俺はそう受けらしいよ。
そう受け。
I can't understand what my husband is saying is every line all wives have said at least once in their life, but it's literally true in this show because Hajime and Karu are complete opposites to the point where it makes you wonder how they even got married in the first place. Hajime is an otaku like you, while Karu is a hardcore office worker, and what keeps them together is nothing but the love they have for each other.
俺を燃えさせてみろにゃー
The show is the manifestation of what's going on inside every weeb's head. Sometimes it's hard to believe that rom-coms can be realistic, but this show pulls it off perfectly. There's definitely drama to keep the show interesting, but it doesn't affect the entire mood. It's simple, but it's executed really well, and that says a lot already. Number 5, Skip to Loafer.
同じクラスだね。
しもくん。
そうそう体調平気なの？
吐いたらすっきり。
そっかよかったね。
Were you from the countryside and moved to the big city? Well, this anime might just be for you. A girl Mitsumi was from Japan's countryside, but decided to move to Tokyo to try and change Japan for the better. But things always don't go her way because even on her first day at school, she's late. Of course, like any other rom-com, she meets a guy and they eventually get involved in a lot of funny moments.
俺も絶対無理じゃんと思ってたんだけど、校長の話が長かったりしたみたいで結構間に合っちゃった。
Skip to Loafer may sound like your typical rom-com, but trust me, even the animation style is something you don't see every day. Everything here is warm and wholesome, and even the comedy. The characters feel natural too, not forced, unlike other shows, and let's just say the ending was worth it. So just give it a watch, and who knows, maybe you'll try to find love in the big city too. Number 4, Magical Revolution of the Magical Princess and the Genius.
ちょっとアルくんユフィリア嬢がいるのになんで別の女性をはべらせてるの？
あなたには関係ない。
いやそんな怒らなくてもめっちゃ怒るじゃん。怖何この子。
Yes, this is an isekai, but not just any isekai. It's an isekai with that sweet, sweet, wholesome romance, and best of all, it has some Yuri elements. It all starts off when Annis said that she doesn't want the throne so that she could focus on magicology, since she didn't know how to use magic. After that, she saves her younger brother's fiancé, and the two of them go through the journey of a lifetime.
私がさらってあげる。
Who just casually takes their sibling's fiance? I mean, not even the most degenerate characters like Kazuma from Konosuba would do that. At this time, we live in a place where it's just power fantasy after power fantasy. It's actually refreshing to see an isekai that's not about an overpowered main character beating the hell out of everyone. Check it out and see for yourself. Number 3, The Way of the House Husband.
嘘買いに行ってくれたの？ありがとう嬉しいよ。あとまあその本当これ全然いいんだけど。
Have you ever thought what happens when a yakuza boss retires? Well, based on this show, they turn into one badass house husband. The Way of the House Husband is about Tatsu, who was known as the immortal dragon in his prime. But when someone made him angry, entire gangs would even disappear. But now, he's a loving husband with a scary face making bentos and doing all the housework for his wife.
そして俺は見ての通り専業主婦。俺の妹はどうかしてるぜ。どういうこと？
Let's get things straight first. If you value animation a lot when watching anime, then this show might not be for you. The Way of the House Husband, like it or not, just feels like a PowerPoint presentation with voiceovers, but fans seem to like it. Each episode is only 17 minutes long, and there are 5 of them, so you really don't have to invest too much time enjoying it. Number 2, The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten.
目も当てられませんね。とりあえず一旦出ますから、私が帰ってくるまでに着替えておいてください。いいですね。
帰ってくるのかよ。
Imagine this. You have a really good-looking neighbor. What would you do? Well, I'd just be happy with a good morning greeting, but our boy Fujimiya is just a Chad. One day he sees his neighbor nicknamed Angel on a swing while it's raining, and he just casually gives him his umbrella. After that, they just keep interacting with one another. They start getting close, and eventually, romance is in the air.
何ですか？食べさせろって言うんですか？
は？
そんなサービスは承っていませんけど。
誰も言ってないから。
The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten is a show that, unlike others, mainly focuses on the development of the main couple. Although the side characters aren't brought up that much, it's actually a good show, especially if you want to watch something that doesn't need a lot of brain power to understand. Simple and straightforward. Perfect for any dead-brained couch potato out there. Number 1, Oran High School Host Club.
こんなの口にしたらお父様に叱られちゃう。
口移しならどうかな。
飲みます。
Yes, the anime that every girl loves to watch and every guy wishes they could be the main character in. In anime, anything is possible, and a school can even have a host club. This is where Harui Fujioka made the big mistake of her life because she broke a really expensive vase. To repay the club, she basically became a host because girls can also be handsome. But if she's surrounded by handsome guys, it's impossible for her not to fall in love.
いいじゃないですか。水も滴るいい男って言うでしょ。
Ouran High School Host Club is one of the best rom-com series to date. Even though the animation has that 2000s vibe, it still manages to come out on top of most romance top 10 lists. It's hilarious, has a great plot, can be enjoyed by any gender, and most of all, there's a lot of character development. And that's why it's #1 in our list of the top 10 wholesome romance anime to watch.